I've known many people over the years, and many people have called us after car accidents and being very, very injured. And they say, David, what can I do? This person that hit me does not have any insurance coverage, or they don't have any bodily injury coverage to pay for my medical bills and my pain and suffering and my future medical expenses and my loss of enjoyment of life and my lost wages and my loss of earning capacity in the future. What should I do? And I say, well, hey, don't worry. Let's look back at your insurance company and see if you bought which is uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. Once we do that, sometimes they're out of luck, right? This is a product that you have to buy. You must buy this uninsured motorist coverage if you want to be covered. And it covers you in the event that you're hit and injured by somebody who does not carry bodily injury coverage or doesn't carry any insurance coverage at all. This is happening more and more, right? There are people that are setting up fake companies and thinking that they're going to be protected by an LLC and then buying a policy with no bodily injury coverage. There are people driving up here from Miami into Tampa, and they're driving up their cars and whatever they're doing up here, working on some houses, and they're carrying no bodily injury coverage. So in order to protect yourself, that's what you want. Now the question that this video is going to answer is, but should I even buy uninsured motorist coverage if I have health insurance coverage? And the answer is absolutely yes. Insurance agents, right, at these companies sometimes have been trained to say, well, hey, why would you even buy uninsured motorist coverage? You have health insurance to pay your medical bills after an accident. That's misleading, it's false, and it should be criminal. They should not be allowed to tell you that. And here's why, right? So the example is this. You get in an accident and somehow your hand gets cut off, and you go to the hospital, they have to amputate your hand, you lost your hand. Okay, what are your medical bills for that? Your medical bills for that are likely in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, but okay, you have health insurance to pay for it. Well, who's going to pay for the pain and suffering that comes after that? Who's going to pay for the loss of enjoyment of life? Who's going to pay for the lost wages now that you can't do your job? If you're a pianist or you're a painter, or you work with your hands. What if you're a dentist, right? And you lose your hand? Who's going to pay for that? Right? I hope you better have disability insurance coverage, because if you don't, health insurance certainly isn't going to pay for that. So these insurance companies are incentivized not to sell you uninsured motorist coverage, because in the state of Florida, we have certain laws and regulations that require the insurance companies to offer you uninsured motorist coverage, and they govern the rates that they set. It's the best deal you can get in insurance because they can't overcharge you for it. So they can go back to the legislature and ask, hey, can we please charge more money for uninsured motorist coverage? But they basically have to get permission from the government to charge you more money. So what they do is they have to get you to sign a form that says, if you have bodily injury coverage on your policy, which you want to get, right? So you have to have bodily injury coverage to have uninsured motorist coverage. If you want to then reject uninsured motorist coverage, they have to have you sign a form. And the form has very specific statutory language in it that they have to have you sign, and you reject uninsured motorist coverage to save a couple of bucks. And they'll talk you into that whenever they can. They'll say, oh, you don't need uninsured motorist coverage in the state of Florida. If you get hit by somebody, they probably got, everybody's got to carry insurance in Florida. Well, yeah, they're supposed to, by law, carry insurance, but a lot of people don't, and they don't have to carry bodily injury coverage by law. So it's an outright lie to tell you don't need uninsured motorist coverage if you have health insurance coverage. Because again, who's going to pay all those other things outside of your medical bills? The health insurance company is certainly not going to do it. If you have questions after you've been hit by somebody who doesn't have insurance, and you're wondering if you have uninsured motorist coverage, we can help. We can walk you through it while you're on your phone. You can log into your insurance app, and we can look at it together. We can, if you're not sure about that, we can send a letter to your insurance company. We can find out if there's uninsured motorist coverage. The road doesn't necessarily have to end just because of your personal injury case, just because the person who hit you is uninsured. Call us, we'll walk you through your options, and we'll talk to you about, did you protect yourself by buying uninsured motorist coverage? And never listen to an insurance agent when they're telling you not to buy uninsured motorist coverage. You should ask them, do you have uninsured motorist coverage?